that, you made that, that you made that, that you made that.
Silent Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers. Check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighten up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions when my rations getting low. Get down on the floor, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this we too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze, ain't a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send you to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the date before you let him roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in meth doom. Hits the sun god, bringing some light. Now watch your mood switch, hieroglyphs when writing scripts. Namaste but conquering, conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
And I'm back. Yes, see, my brother did not fall asleep on y'all tonight. I'm here kicking it. Apologies. Shit happens when had a busy day, maybe smoke a little bit too much ganja, and 11:30 you're face down on your couch. Life happens. I apologize. It's all good though. But anyway, y'all know the deal. That's the man, the homie, Fode Water, aka Silent Hill. Him and J. Leo Pelmo Devil Dance. The official unofficial theme song to I.O.W. Sports Late Night Al Edition. You see it scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Make sure you go hit them fellas up on the YouTube page. And while you over there on the YouTube page, come show the fellas some love on our YouTube page. You see it scrolling on the bottom of the screen, I.O.W. Sports Network. And that is where you will get all of our content. All of our content from the rooter to the patuta. We'll just put it to the pool. Oh, I wanted you to see I was awake. What? This guy right here. Nick talking shit. Anyway, if you don't catch us on YouTube, which we prefer you do, because that's where all the content is, you can definitely catch us on Instagram. Instagram straight flexing. Instagram straight flexing. Gold all in my check. Gold all in my ring. Don't believe me, just watch. Find us on Instagram. Of course, we on the Twitter. We be tweeting, but no Twitter beefs over here. We ain't with the Twitter beefs. But yes, you can follow I.O.W. Sports on the Twitter. And most importantly, going over to the Facebook page. Emphasis on I.O.W. Sports Network. Network part is where we put the emphasis at. If you got a sports podcast, drop your content right there. You'll probably end up doing a collab with I.O.W. Sports. We've done many collabs with other podcasts and sports shows. If you got a small business, that's the place to be. Let people know what kind of stuff you're selling. You're selling candles, selling, incense, selling some Mary Jane. Holla at your boy. If you're selling Punani, holla at Detroit Mail. But no, the Facebook page is there for networking purposes, and most importantly, talk sports. So if you want to drop a hot take, drop a hot meme, that's the place to go do it. And most importantly, go get the I.O.W. Network app available on the Google Play Store as well as the Apple Store. It's available. Good music, great content, great fucking app. Yeah, and I'm being biased. Anyway, let's get down to business of what we came here to do. We came here to talk some sports. G's up, hoes down. G's up, hoes down. G's up, hoes down. Oh, you in a good mood, man. When you start talking about G's up, hoes down. What's up, my boy Tim? Tim in the building. Yo. What up, though? How y'all fellas doing tonight? Man, crazy night in sports. Sports is lighting up, man. A lot of actually has been a lot of stuff, interesting stuff to talk about. A lot of interesting stuff to talk about. But without further ado, y'all know how we get down. We gotta talk Wild Card March top plays of the night, and yes, I got a couple of them. And so, you know, I didn't already put up the, you know, the all my stuff is put away. You know, when it comes to Lakers, we already played the taps for them the other night. You know, we went ahead and all your Lakers stuff, take it off, hats, shirt, hoodies, they packed up. All right. But I will tell you, the bright spot that I've noticed all season, right, from the Lakers, it's only been really one bright spot. This guy right here.
Well, we saw this from the Lakers a few days ago against Dallas. Got down by 21 and worked their way back to take the lead. See if they can continue to play with that pep.
Terrence Mann into Monk. Pickpocketed Reeves. Numbers the other way. Reeves up. Oh, to Monk! Jack hammers it in. Lakers are rolling. For the last 4 minutes.
Austin Reeves, Malik Monk trying to tear down the rim here. 15-0 run.
I mean, what can you say? When you have had a trash season like the Lakers, of course, as they're getting their ass beat right now by the Clippers, 106-85, fourth quarter. As always, when they're getting their ass beat day in and day out, you know, it's almost like the Jaguars. You know, is wide receivers like Senote that don't get talked about because he's a good wide receiver on a trash team. And he's going to be able to give you highlights. And so this is what we're in. When it comes to the Lakers, there's only a few good highlights. Hey, I saw the text, Nick, you're up. I know. He says the boys scooped me up and we're hitting the pool hall. When did you see I'm awake? Good for you. Good for you. Go have fun playing with balls. Go have fun playing with balls, Nick. You keep telling us, you keep exposing more and more about yourself now that I think about it. I'm chilling. Matt says I wanted the Knicks to draft Malik Monk. Well, you already know, Tim, it's always exotic time. Being in Charlotte for as long as I was, when they drafted Malik Monk to Charlotte, it just didn't work out for him. It was pretty much the Kemba Walker show and the Hornets. They're the Hornets, but you know how you got the little Motown. Anyway, it was Kemba Walker and the Hornets. Probably corny joke. I don't give a fuck. It's whatever. I thought it was funny when I thought it in my head. But so Malik Monk really wasn't shining like that. He was solid, kind of a little bit inconsistent. But this year, I'm sorry. He might be the only Laker I think I wouldn't trade away right now. I'm being dead ass serious. I would trade away AD's ass. Yeah, dressed down. Yeah, AD dressed down today. He was on his Save the Last Dance type outfit. He was about to go, find a little abandoned cardboard and start, pop locking and shit. He was about to b-boy with his big ass, but he can't b-boy and do too much. He hate us. He hurt himself. So yeah, not your grandmama's Hornets. No. See, LJ, grandmama, man, Larry Johnson, man, he was so underrated. You got me going off in the tangents, Matt, but he was so underrated. His mid-range was phenomenal. And he was a bully. He was strong. He didn't fear nobody. I know Jordan would cook his ass, but LJ will put up a fight though. Like grandmama was bruh. If he could have probably played majority of his career in New York, Matt, a few Eastern Conference finals appearances. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you win a championship, but I think the Knicks got Larry Johnson too late in his career. They had him like towards the beginning or midway through his career and played it in a Knicks uniform for a lot of years with him and Allen Houston together. You know what I'm saying? Could have been some nice squads. And Patrick Ewing, that could have been a nice little squad right there. So I think the Knicks got LJ kind of too late in his career. But had they got grandmama, you might be having a different topic about the Knicks. That tone and might be a little bit different about the Knicks had they had grandmama. Right. Larry Johnson, man, I liked him. Hey, remember he hit his three and throw that L with his arm? Now you're bringing it back, Matt. I have mad respect for Larry Johnson. But yeah, man, Malik Monk to me has been the true and only bright spot for this Lakers team this year. I'm telling you, the only one I wouldn't trade. AD could take his old Mr. Bubble Boy fragile ass on, recoup some of that $38 million he's getting paid. Take receding hairline LeBron and his crybaby ass and trade get that $40 million back. Get him the hell out of here. I mean, don't get me wrong. We know. Come on, LeBron. We know who you are. You're still good. But the fact that you're aging, yes, right on time. But dude, LeBron, you can't carry no teams no more. We seeing what is happening when you don't have those other guys, big names around you who aren't performing. Either the one that's always hurt in AD or the one that's underperforming in Russell Westbrook, Apple turnover. And we see you can't carry the team like that no more. So I would take all the motherfuckers. And probably the only one I would keep is Malik Monk. But, oh well. I'm not the GM. I look like the Lakers organization like fucking up they own selves. But anyway, let's get back to these top plays of the day. I got two tonight. And y'all gonna trip about this one, man. Y'all gonna trip about this one. So combines this week. You said LeBron leaving LA. Hey, Tim, that's his MO. Come in, take a big chunk of your cap, add two other stars that's going to max out your cap, get rid of all your young talent, all your young assets, play 3-4 years, and dip. That's been his MO. Because he refuses to go back to the days when he was in Cleveland the first go around, pretty much carrying the team. He refuses to go to that dilemma ever again. Once he went to Miami, that was it of that. That was it. Once he went to Miami, he wasn't carrying no loads by himself no more. He wasn't going to do it. Give me some stars, give us a lot of money, and fuck your future. And then I'm going to dip about 3-4 years. Get you a championship, at least one. And then I'm out. Whoop. You know, looking at my Gucci, it's about that time. LeBron about to leave LA sometime. Yep. It's just about that time in his career that he has felt that his welcome has been worn out in LA. He's already got the championship. He has hit the LeBron checklist. Check, 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 and check. Oh, did you give me a couple other people that's going to cost a lot of money and me a lot of money? Check. Did you get rid of all your young assets and trade capital? Check. Did I get you a championship? Check. Have I been here about 3-4 years? Check. The LeBron checklist has been fucking hit. It's just a matter of fucking time till he decides to pick up and go somewhere else. Wouldn't surprise me, Tim. Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me at all. You know what? I'm a Lakers fan. Good riddance. I'm okay. I was never keen on having him on the team to begin with, and I'll be fine if you get right the fuck off my team now. Bye-bye. And people call me a LeBron hater. I don't give a damn. He's just not my GOAT. I saw a crazy stat. There's been 11 occurrences in the NBA where a player is the leading scorer and makes all-pro first team defensive team. It's been 11 occurrences. Kobe Bryant has 2. Michael Jordan has 9. Those are the only 11 occurrences. LeBron's not on that list. No, his ass ain't. He's a situational defensive player. He knows when to exert his energy, go get a chase down block. It makes the highlights. Oh, look at me. I haven't played defense for 42 minutes of the game. But look, I have an opportunity to chase a guy down and make a block. And it looks like I played defense all game. Come on, man. These young motherfuckers don't know basketball, man. He will. I'm sorry. I know what LeBron means to some of these young basketball players. But what LeBron is playing is not basketball. He's playing LeBron ball. Why is all right? So let me tell y'all this. When you look at the all-time turnover list, there's a whole bunch of guards on there. You know why? Because guards primarily ball handle. He's a forward. But he's playing point forward. Why is my 6'7", 260 tank having the ball in his hands all the time? And you don't know how to work off the ball? You don't know how to make space, create space? Come on. That's not basketball. I'm sorry, y'all. Call me a hater all you want. I will never agree to the style of basketball that LeBron plays. Basketball gives you great highlights, of course. The dunking looks cool. It's cute. Every now and then you'll come up with a clutch 3. Good for you, but that's not basketball. I'm sorry. Call me what you want. It is not basketball. And you already know it, Matt. As long as he gets his stats. I'm sorry. I can't rock with that. Let it go, Ryan. Let it go. I think you better let it go. Boom, 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 doom, doom. LA Lakers is some straight buttholes. Boom, 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 boom. Ryan better let it go. Boom, 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 doom, doom. LA Lakers is straight butthole. Let it go, Ryan. I have come to grips and I let it go. I had to play the taps and put them boys to rest. Ryan, do yourself a favor. Save the mental space. Save the mental capacity. Save your mental wellness and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Lakers straight but home. Let it go. Let it go. LA straight garbo. Let it go, Ryan. Just let it go. You'll be doing yourself a favor. Trust me, you will feel so much better tomorrow if you let it go right now. I feel like we need to take up communion to help heal you right now, Ryan. I think we need to pass around a collection plate or something because you need to let it go, bro. I've already came to grips with the Lakers. They straight booty meat. Just they gonna get clapped every time. Every time. Just so everyone knows, I'm out at the pool. Don't let Lamar spread lies about you. I would never spread lies about you. I would never spread lies about you. Never. It's not my MO. Yo, you watching Frozen now? I said that exotics kicked in. You damn right. Damn right, Tim. Damn right. Try being a Knicks fan. Well, right now, we in the same boat. Lakers and Knicks fans are in the same boat. I don't give a damn about them standings. I know the Lakers are right there in the play-in tournament. But like we said on today's show, I don't like the Lakers' chances against none of those teams. They're getting straight clap right now. It's 123-98. Like, come on. What are we doing? Matter of fact, I'm looking at the standings. Just to update. I don't like them against Minnesota. I don't like them against the Clippers. Obviously, the Clippers have shown the last 2 weeks that they got the Lakers number. They beat them down now, beat them down the other week, and beat them the week before. He's about to be 3 in a row. Come on. I'm not worried. Hell, I don't have them favored against New Orleans. New Orleans just showed the other night that they could whoop up on the Lakers. So all this star power don't mean shit to the Lakers. It ain't scaring nobody because they know that they are playing terrible basketball. I don't like the way style of play that LeBron plays. And Russell Westbrook is a mini LeBron. Both of them are ball dominant, high turnovers. And they're gonna get their stats. Well, what about the team? Come on now. People got to wake up on people like LeBron and Russell Westbrook. Like those stats that they be putting up, they look cute. They look cute. But people that go by these stats, they not watching the game. They not. All them triple doubles that Russell was getting. Come on, man. Is that what made him on the all 75 team? Because if that's the case, man, throw that damn 75 greats in NBA history. Throw that shit in the trash. Because if that's your measuring stick, man, throw it in the trash. Because that triple double shit was some bullshit. I bet you if you look at all those tapes, majority of those triple doubles was coming when the damn Thunder was getting their ass kicked, and all of a sudden, fourth quarter, what you want to make it close? Now you're gonna get a whole bunch of rebounds and assists and points. Fuck out of here. People that watch basketball and know what the hell they looking at, they know good and damn well. Stat padders. They got more stuffing in them stats than preteens with Kleenex in their shirts. Come on now. We need to have these real conversations about some of these dudes that people consider great basketball players. Come on now. Anyway, I didn't got off track because I got on the tangent, but Combine this weekend. And we might have an early favorite to climb up those charts, man. People, they don't know his name now. But after this, they know who he is. Check it out.
Of Baylor, these times are unofficial. However, if it's official, we have a new fastest man in
Hey, so I'm gonna play it again because I had the banner in the way. But did y'all hear that at the end of that clip? Did you hear that whistle? I'm gonna play it again. Watch this.
Of Baylor, these times are unofficial. However, if it's official, we have a new fastest man in.
Four, 2, 1. Saquon Thornton out of Baylor, wide receiver, just shot himself in the first fucking round. First round. 4-2-1. 4-2-1. Tim, wow. 4-2. That brother just shot himself in the first round. First round. Come on. And man, I had to look it up when he was getting triple doubles if it was more towards the losing side. But still, when you see some of the triple doubles that Russ was getting, man, it's like, come on. Your big man ain't even averaging what you're doing. Oh, man. I saw that run. 40-18 run to start the second half. Come on. That is just terrible basketball by the Lakers. That's just terrible. Well, because they don't play no damn defense. They don't play no damn defense. Lakers is garbage. Deion Sanders speed. Yeah, that's Deion Sanders speed. 4-2-1 is ridiculous. He's flying. Because I peeped that whistle at the end of that video. When people do that, he's about to throw up a crazy time. But that's what the NFL game is about now. It's about speed. That dude just shot himself up the charts. He don't even have to do nothing else in the combine. No, literally. Because there's players, and Henry Ruggs, had he not been a knucklehead, would have been the same situation where he's speed, and if you could just get him to hold on to a few deep passes, he's a threat at all times. Man, Saquon Thornton, he just put himself on a lot of draft boards in first round. A lot. Like, he said that dude ain't human. He's an alien. Hey, he's a fast alien. I know that. Hey, Matt, you damn right. That's Tyreek Hill speed. He's on everybody's radar now. Watchers, I don't know the draft like Nick does, but Saquon Thornton, I don't know where he was projected at. Throw it in the trash. Because after that, after 4-2-1, there's going to be teams jockeying and trying to make sure that they get that dude off the board. There's going to be some movement to go get that dude off the board. He just made himself some good money. Here's the thing about speed. It is either you got it or you don't. I mean, you could try to craft it, run track, do certain, stretching and all that shit. But if you ain't got speed, it's not like you're just gonna get it all of a sudden. It's not like you can, do anything to just make it come to you. Like, that's God given. And no, you're right, Matt. He does have to show he can catch. He does have to show you. But just alone on his speed, because you can work on catching abilities. You can practice that. You can practice being better with catching with your hands and not your body, and training your hands to grab the football. You can do that. But what you can't train is 4-2-1. You can't train that. That came down from God Almighty, putting that 4-2-1 and Taekwondo. That wasn't trained. That's God-given ability. But I agree with you wholeheartedly. He does have to show he can catch. But there's a lot of teams that will use him as a good development wide receiver, get his hands ability up, but they're going to use him for his speed. Just like I said with Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs were hit or miss with catching football, but he went first round because he had hella speed. Who else? Ted Ginn, fast wide receiver, that went first when he got drafted in the first round because he had hella speed. Darius Hayward Bay, he didn't have hands, but he went in the first round to the Raiders because he had speed. Like when it comes to certain attributes that you can't coach, you can't teach, and it's all 100% God-given talent, it's going to get you somewhere. But now it's going to be up to him to show that he's not just speed. Like Tyreek, he went undrafted. So by the time he got to the NFL and showed that he had speed, now after that, you got to work on turning him into a complete wide receiver. And as you see Tyreek Hill's career, he's 28 now. He's not in the same spot when he first got to the league. When he first got to the league, he was all speed, punt returner, kick returner, every now and then a gadget play on offense, especially a deep threat ball, and make something do what it do. Now you have to account for Tyreek Hill at all points of the football field because he could turn a slant into 75 yards as the Buffalo Bills. So if Thornton is mediocre on his hands, he'll still go pretty high. He just got to show that, hey, I can catch some footballs. We can work on it, but they're going to utilize that 4-2-1. Oh, yes, they is. Yes, they is. I'm glad you're in here, man, because I got an interesting topic right here now that we're on the football. A couple of trade rumors going around. Of course, it's that time. There's going to be some trades before draft, during the draft, after the draft. So there's going to be some trades for sure. Yes. Perfect example. Devin Hester. Perfect example. I wish they would have utilized Devin Hester more in his receiving game because he was getting better and better with it. But at the same time, Devin Hester was such a threat on the kick returns, punt returns. I was listening to him and Shannon Sharp on Club Shay Shay, his podcast. And I think Devin Hester threw out a stat that in one of every 3 returns that he would do, it was a touchdown. So if he had 3 returns in a game, one of them was going to the house. Like, how crazy is that? Like, I do know Devin Hester was the reason why they moved the kickoff up. He was getting too good at taking returns to the house. Only player in NFL history to take the opening kickoff to the house. And y'all tell me Devin Hester wasn't worthy of the Hall of Fame. Come on. Devin Hester been Hall of Fame. And I don't care if he was a specialist or not. He was a weapon, and he was a dangerous one. And if you didn't account for Devin Hester, good God Almighty, he will mess up your game plan. Your whole game plan is shot. Because if the Bears needed a chance to get a score, and if your special teams weren't up to par, bro, he make you pay every time. Come on, y'all remember Denny Green? We are who they thought they were. Devin Hester made that quote come out of his mouth. Yeah, hey, come on, man. Talk to him, man. Devin Hester deserves the Hall of Fame, and you know it. Now, Matt, they are trying to prevent some injuries on the kick return. They are, but for majority of the fact, they did that because they wanted to minimize people like Devin Hester, people like Dante Hall, that would take a damn kickoff back to the house and ruin the game for you. Oh, there's so many times that I've seen, especially when me being a Chiefs fan, Dante Hall would change the momentum of a game with a kick return. Offense is dead, defense can't get off the field, but a kick return will snap them back in, and the next thing you know, Chiefs is rolling. Same thing with the Bears. Y'all remember he was playing with Rex Grossman and then got Jay Cutler, and Jay Cutler would only throw to Brandon Marshall. I've seen Devin Hester ruin many of other teams' plans because he was that damn good. And here's my thing about special teams. There's 3 phases to NFL. There's defense, offense, and special teams. And if you dominate at least 2 out of the 3 as a team, you more times than not win. Go ask the Packers how important special team was. They cost them a playoff game. Kicks got blocked, returned for touchdowns. Deebo Samuel was getting great punt returns, putting Jimmy Garoppolo in good field position. Don't have to do much. I'm already in field goal position. Go ask the Packers how important special teams is. And so in the Hall of Fame, which tells the story of the NFL, you can't forget that 3rd phase. It's important that you have cats like Hester in the Hall of Fame. Name another person that's taken an opening kickoff to the house in the NFL. You can't. His name is Devin Hester. He's the only one. Opening kickoff, Super Bowl, straight to the house. Motherfuckers ain't even had time to get their popcorn ready. They walk into their seats. They hoping that they don't fumble and stumble down the steps because they trying to watch this man take it back to the house. Devin Hester should have got the nod into the Hall of Fame. It's a damn shame Fred Taylor's not in the Hall of Fame, running back from the Jacksonville Jaguars all those years. Which brings me to Matthew Stafford, because I think Matthew Stafford is going to have a very similar path to the Hall of Fame like Fred Taylor. Unfortunately for Fred, Matthew Stafford's playing in a very pass-heavy league. By the time he's all said and done, he's going to put up astronomical numbers, and it did just help that he just won a Super Bowl. But the parallels are pretty much there, but, excluding this past year. Because Matthew Stafford was putting up numbers in Detroit, trash team. It was getting their ass kicked all the time. Not a lot of playoff appearances. Fred Taylor. Go look at the rushing list. Fred Taylor got numbers. And he was playing against Hall of Famers. When Fred Taylor was putting up his numbers, he was running against Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Troy Polamalu, playing against hitters, playing against that vaunted Pittsburgh defense with all of Polamalu and all them other boys that was on there. Ike Taylor, Ryan Clark, Gilden, Bell, Kendrick Bell and all them, Brett Kiesel, Mountain Man. So Fred Taylor got numbers. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. It's a shame that some of these cats can't get in. Yeah, he was playing against James Harrison. You damn right, Matt. Fred Taylor was playing against all them boys. James Harrison belongs in the Hall of Fame when he's up for it. I mean, you're talking about some dogs that Fred Taylor was playing against, and he not in there. Yeah, man, I know. Lakers getting they boot smoked. I didn't already talked about them all. Sorry, bum ass motherfuckers. But it's gonna be a lot of movement. Gonna be a lot of movement in the NFL leading up to the draft, after the draft. Obviously, we just saw Tyquan Thornton with the 4.21. So he just shot himself up the draft board. But speaking of trades, Matt, I know you're listening. How y'all feel about this trade that can possibly happen?
Another player on Cody Benjamin's list of guys who he thinks should be traded this offseason, Saquon Barkley. Now, his value, I don't know that it's ever been lower at this point with the injuries. Is there more value in trying to keep him and see what potential he can fulfill?
Yeah, and I think that's what they'll do. I mean, you look at this guy, he's been, he's coming off those injuries, and he's now starting to look like he's getting back to where he was before the injury. And so I would bring him back. And you know me, I'm not one of those guys that would ever trade for a veteran running back, and I wouldn't trade for a veteran running back who has knee issues. And so if I'm the Giants, I think I keep him. You got a new coach. Let's see what he can do. And if he doesn't do anything this year, then you move on from him after this season. But I think Barkley will be with the Giants this season.
Okay, one more player we're going to hit on here that could.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything?
I mean, where's he wrong at? Look, I'll just say this about Saquon. So he's still on his rookie contract, which was 4 years, 31 mil, 20 million net signing bonus. Fully guaranteed contract, the rookie contract. So he'll see all 31 of that. I mean, if I'm a team, I know he's got the injuries. I get it. Guy's only 25. I would make a stab at it. It's not like the Giants are used to having him on the roster. Now, I agree with the clip in, if I'm the Giants, I wouldn't rush to trade him because, what if he does, break this injury little thing of his? What if he's able to actually live up to the expectations that a lot of people had of him coming out the draft? I mean, come on, the guy was second overall pick in 2018. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea if I'm a team that wants a running back, and I would definitely be calling for the Giants. But if I'm the Giants, I still kind of wait. So here's our residential Giants fan right here, Matt. Says, I agree with Tim. You are rebuilding, and you know what a healthy Saquon could do. Load up the line and get him some blocking. Now, if you're going that route, Matt, then I wouldn't trade him. Obviously, the weakness on that offense of the Giants is, of course, durability, because you're not having your starters in the lineup. You're having durability with Saquon. You're also having durability issues with Daniel Jones. So if they can manage to play a full schedule, but you also need an offensive line. So imagine if you get a good offensive line and Saquon goes off and he's able to stay healthy. I mean, you still got the 5th-year option that you can still make that decision on. You know what I'm saying? Which is now his 5th-year option. I mean, so he's pretty much playing on a 1-year deal, as is anyway. But it also depends on what teams are offering. I'm with you, Matt. I would say keep him if I'm the Giants. But if I'm a team that's really in need of a running back, hey, I'll take a stab at a 25-year-old. I will put Christian McCaffrey in that same boat with Saquon. When they're on the field, healthy, you know what you got. But that's what we need to see, though. We need to see you stay on the field. So I don't know what Saquon has to do or what he can do. And that was another thing. I think if they trade him, you got to get a 1. Because you're doing this based off potential production that you're going to get from a 25-year-old. I mean, I guess the prime example I would say Keenan Allen. He had some durability issues his first couple of years. Now, all of a sudden, in my opinion, he's a top 5 receiver, Keenan Allen, because he's been staying healthy and he's been producing. But I think the Giants, you know, it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to trade him. I mean, you got rid of Gettleman. That was your real problem. It was the GM, Dave Gettleman. He got a lot back in return for OBJ, but he didn't use draft picks properly. So now that you got a GM in there that came from a good organization like the Bills, who are on the up and up, maybe you got a better chance of getting a lot of value back from Saquon. I say maybe a first and a third you would probably have. And yeah, Keenan Allen on your fantasy, he probably did well for you too, because that's Herbert's number 1 target. But I'm saying maybe a 1 and a third you get back for Saquon, or if there's a certain player that you want. I'm not saying his trade value is down in the dumps just because of the injury things, but do you pay him? I mean, I don't think you pay Saquon to a long-term extension past his last year on his 5th-year option. I don't think you pay him, because they're definitely going to use this last year, if they keep him, as a prove-it year. Prove that you can stay healthy. Prove that you can produce while staying healthy. But after that, do you pay him? I mean, let's look at what the situation is in Dallas. Pay Zeke, and now his production goes down. But as his production is going down, people got to also pay attention how the Cowboys' offensive line. That same offensive line that he had as a rookie ain't there no more. Imagine that's what separates good running backs from greats. Prime example. Anybody consider Emmitt Smith as the best running back? Show of hands. Anybody? Okay, I thought so. You know why we didn't consider him the best running back in NFL history? Not because he has an all-time leading rush record. No. It's because Emmitt Smith had probably one of the best offensive lines in history. It helps. It helps when your running back got a damn good offensive line. You see how that works? But you know why people consider Barry Sanders the best running back? That man was making chicken salad out of chicken shit. Put Barry Sanders behind that offensive line that Emmitt Smith had. Shit. Rushing records wouldn't even come close to being touched. Not even close. All-time rushing yardage would have got slaughtered. All-time rushing touchdowns would have got slaughtered. And then they'd have been put so far out of reach that they'll never be broken, because this ain't a run-happy league no more, y'all. This is a passing league. Emmitt Smith's all-time rushing record might stay in for a while. Only person I could see even getting it is that man in Tennessee. Deuce. Full train coming. A man says if he bounces back and has a big year, then look to re-sign. But if he is trash, then you got to put that out to the curb for pickup. Come pick it up. Wheel his ass straight to the curb. Let somebody else deal with it. Yeah, I agree with you, Matt. That's a good take right there. That's a good take right there. Because he's going to cost $7 million this year, $7.2 million for this 5th-year option. By running back standards, that's middle of the pack. I mean, Zeke's over there getting like 16, 17 million. So that's about middle of the pack. But I mean, it's a lot of question marks, especially surrounding him and Christian McCaffrey. I mean, it's especially with Carolina. They already gave him the extension. I mean, obviously, you give those extensions out when they're healthy and performing well. You ain't even gonna tie the bad back. You just gonna Vámonos. Just throw them out. Boy, you wild. You wild. But I mean, that's just the name of the game. You get hurt, people forget about you. I mean, people are well aware of what your threat is when you're on the field and healthy, but best ability is availability. Adios, amigo. And I mean, look at Zeke. He's I hit it right on the head. He's hitting about almost 15 mil, 10 years now. Like 10-9. He'll cost 12-4 this year. But yeah, and 15-4 2025, 16 in 2026. And Zeke's only 26. So I mean, but look, in this day and age, you don't pay running backs. I'm sorry. Get them on a rookie deal, max out their rookie deal, give them the 5th-year option, and get rid of them. Hey, show us you're durable. I mean, you pay Derrick Henry. You pay him. You make sure you keep him, and you pay him. But all these other running backs, unless you're gonna turn your game into what Deuce do, what Derrick Henry does, then I'll keep your ass around. But for the most part, I can't pay you. It's not a running league anymore. It's just not. I'm not gonna waste the capital. Let me make sure that my trench game is right on both sides of the ball. I need to make sure my offensive line is tight. I need to make sure I need to make sure as a team I can block and protect the quarterback, and I need to show that I can get after the quarterback. That's the name of the game in football, for the most part. If I can't protect my quarterback, then hell, I don't care who I got back there as quarterback or running back. It ain't gonna matter. My offensive line is trash, and I need to make sure I can get after it. So, me personally, for GM, I can't pay a running back. Get you on your rookie contract, rookie deal, vámonos. Like my man Matt say, throw out the trash, don't tie the bag. Gotta go. Adios, amigo. And plus, there's been so many running backs that you can find undrafted or practice squad that come in and produce for you. And you can keep them on cheap little deals. I ain't got to break the bank. For what? There's no need to. There's absolutely no need to. Before we go out in the last few minutes, man, sad day, man, in sports, man. Sad day. This came out the other day when Major League Baseball had to do this, man.
And in Baseball Shep tonight, there is no deal. Major League Baseball's opening day is officially canceled. The MLB and its players' union failed to reach a deal by their self-imposed 5 p.m. deadline today. As a result, Commissioner Manfred announced the news that baseball fans feared.
The calendar dictates that we're not going to be able to play the first 2 series of the regular season, and those games are officially canceled.
This is the 9th work stoppage in baseball history and the 4th time games have been canceled. Manfred says they will regroup and return to the negotiating table on Thursday. Shep?
Yeah, and they returned. So that was Monday. They returned today. And still ain't shit happen. Get y'all shit together, Major League Baseball. I'm just saying, get y'all shit together. 9th work stoppage? This is your 9th one? 4th time that you got to cancel games? I see a pattern. No. I don't see a pattern. I just see baseball is what it is. The owner saying we controlling it all, and we don't give a fuck of y'all work. You got billionaires arguing with millionaires. Who wins out? For the most part, since baseball has had 9 work stoppages, looks like the owners win every time. They shown in a pattern that they're not scared to go on a lockout. They're billionaires. They got money from other avenues. This baseball money is fucking play money. They got other business ventures that made them billionaires. They didn't get made billionaires off of owning a Major League Baseball team. This fucking play money. You know what I'm saying? These owners don't give a damn. They don't. My favorite sport, too, just sickening these greedy billionaires are. And they're going to continue to be greedy. They're going to want what's in the best interest of them. Period. Most owners in all sports leagues are always going to look out for them, of course, as owners. This is your money. This is your money, your investment, of course. It's like owning anything else, like owning a restaurant, a car dealership. There's an owner to everything. Everybody else is either in an executive position where you got making good chunk of change, or you're a worker bee. That's just economics 101. You're either at the top of the food chain, middle of it, or at the bottom. Sports ain't no different. Ain't no different. Y'all hear me talk about it all the time. Sports in real life is a parallel. They are parallel. So these billion-dollar owners ain't giving a damn about no work stoppage in Major League Baseball. But here's the problem. Every time they go on a work stoppage, they lose more and more fans. And unfortunately for them, they don't have the product to bring them back. You got to be a real avid baseball lover to go back. I'm an avid baseball lover. You know what I did the other day? I took my MLB app, I canceled my subscription, and said, to hell with Major League Baseball. You get no more of my money. Me and the family were supposed to go to Kansas City for Easter. I was hoping to catch a game, take my daughters to a Major League Baseball game. Smell this, the peanuts and the popcorn popping and smell beer on daddy's breath and eat a hot dog with them and hopefully catch a fly ball or a home run. That experience. I don't have a son, so, when my dad took me, it was some of the greatest times I had. So I wanted to take my daughters. I can't do that now because I don't even know when y'all motherfuckers going to have a game. It's the risk that these billionaires do. But they're billionaires. They got other avenues that's making them pockets fat. They don't give a damn. Who loses? The fans. Not the players. They're millionaires. They don't have fans' problems. They got millionaire problems. I'm a fan. I got regular Joe Smo problems. I got check-to-check problems. We lose. Not the players. Not the owners. All right, y'all. That's the show. I will be back tomorrow for my third Friday in a row, makeup day. Hey, shit happens, man. Shit happens. But no, appreciate the love and support. It lets me know that if I'm missing shows and people notice, that means we getting some love over here. So we doing something right. So y'all keep holding me accountable. I love it. I love it. But no, yeah, you right, man. It's a disappointment, man. It really is disappointment because I was looking so forward to sharing just a good moment with my girls, man. You know, my little 4 and 6 year old. So, yeah, man, I appreciate it. We will be back in the building tomorrow for makeup day. Y'all know, as your boy Wildcard got to make up for his show he missed. So, we gonna come back in here tomorrow, talk some more sports, chop it up. But until then, same midnight hour, same Wildcard more. Peace and love, y'all.
Yeah. Sound like hell, TD Hurst. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick, nigga, feel the fucking floor lift.